Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here. It's EU4 tonight, on a Monday, of all days. You're used to hearing the dulcet Midlands tones of KV and Titchy's lovable southern accent for EU4, but there's going to be a change moving forward, because the Dream Team's back together.
Hi everyone!
Yeah.
It's like EU3, like good to
It's like the good old days.
And fittingly enough, it's around Belgium as well, where the band has come back together.
You love to see it. So we're here with the F2 cars and EU4, or well, about 10 of them and then some stand-ins. This means absolutely nothing, it's purely for the funsies. And we're going to see what happens. So Shane then the first man out in, I believe, the ART. Heading around on the... Oh no.
Typing away, because
No,
I just
you
released
type
the
away.
EU3,
It's fine. So Shane out on the medium tyres for his first run. Of course, qualifying in the F2. You have half an hour to set the fastest time possible. None of this Q1, 2 and 3 nonsense that we have in F1. And then we'll go and do the feature race. No sprint race tonight. It will be a 30-minute qualifying and then a 100% distance feature race, which I think around Belgium is about 25 laps. Maybe.
It's going to take, what, 45 minutes?
Ish.
So
Yeah.
it works out to be a normal kind of contest of speed league racing.
Yes.
Night length.
And
Shall we explain what actually is going on? We've got time, we've got plenty of time. That's what I
we
love.
have, yes. Dylan's back. Shane there having to cut Raddy on. So his first lap is invalid. Sneaky Tom though, in the dams. He's coming down towards it. Let's ride on board. Can take that flat in these cars, of course. He's in Sean Galale's dams. So yeah, let's explain what's going on in the interim. So we've got, if you include this week, I think, is it 7 weeks?
Yeah, 7
Roughly.
or 8 weeks
Mhm.
before obviously the new game comes out.
Yes. Yes, and then 3 weeks after that is the scheduled start date for Season 8, when we'll be back racing properly. So in the meantime, it's too short of a time to really do a proper season in there, and everybody's sort of burnt out of doing proper races and wanting to chill out a bit and enjoy themselves. So we're doing a series of these special races over the next 4 to 5 weeks, and then the final 2 weeks we've got something special planned.
I
Which
can't wait. I'm excited. No, I can't say anything. Shut
no,
up.
no,
I'm excited.
I know I am as well. But more on that later down the line. Still some little... Oh, Tom runs wide there on the exit of Stavolo. Yeah, more on that later. We've still got some kinks to iron out, and then we'll be there. So each tier's getting to vote on what they want to race. EU4 voted for the F2 cars this week. So here we are.
Brave souls.
Yeah. EU4, and they don't know about this. Actually, they are the first guinea pigs for the realistic weather system now that we're going to be going back to it. And
It's really a throwback kind of session.
it is actually. Very much so. More than I thought, actually. Yeah.
We're back on Comsia. This season apart. We're back round Belgium, which is where we first commentated on for EU3 back in season 2. We're also using realistic weather, which we haven't used since.
We haven't used it for a long time.
3 years well, I think.
Well, properly, Season 4 was the last time we used it, and Season 5 was where we dabbled and had to move away because of problems with the game. But We're going back to it for Season 8, assuming all is well. And I suppose there's no harm in me letting the cat out of the bag now. Weather for tonight, it's overcast in qualifying, as was the weather in Spa yesterday.
Moist.
Yes. Yes. And then the start of the race will be wet. Transitioning to dry conditions. So we're seeing these guys push the limits of these cars early on, and with that in mind, I think we may see people struggle. I've just realised, if you want to make it even more of a throwback, there's a certain somebody in, I believe in P3 now, who was there in that first race as well.
And he's still here. Sneaky Tom's gone 30 minutes, a bit too long. Yeah, but we didn't. There's not. The problem with the F2 and how it's all set up is you either have one shot or you have 30 minutes to qualify.
Yeah.
No middle ground, which is. It's not like a short quali like the F1 format is.
No, it is either a feast or a famine. And to be fair, seeing as these cars are not at all like the F1 cars, I thought it's probably best to give them at least the full qualifying to maybe get a little bit used to them before we spring a wet start on them. Considering we've only got 14 cars as well, we may see some incidents.
Yes. Shall I? You know what? I'm going to explain what's happening. Shall we do the promotees? Because obviously we have done that for this year. So for everyone watching at home, they're technically in their tiers of EU4, EU3, EU2, and EU1, like normal. And the guys that were in the top 3 and the bottom 3 of last season have been promoted and relegated respectively from each of the tiers. So Max, Hilly, and Crimson Blades have all gone up. Delandra, Steve, and
Mars, wasn't it?
Mars have come down from EU3. And yeah, that's about it. There's no constructors or that. We will be tallying results, but we're not really. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep track, and then we may give whoever does very well a nice little pat on the head for it, but there won't be any sort of promotions or relegations involved before the next season. Although we will be doing pace tests actually, so things could all change.
They could do.
Come season 8.
Something. Yes. So EU4 are now on Monday nights at 9 o'clock. I know,
Yeah.
an hour earlier.
Isn't it great?
Central Europeans out. Live in the future. 9 PM is now going to be the new daily start time for all tiers. So EU4 is Mondays, 9 PM. EU3 is Tuesday, EU2 is Wednesday, and EU1 is on Thursday. EU3 tomorrow, Danny, I believe, are doing F2 as well.
No! I've just seen Delandra lose it coming out of the source.
The red flag, that'd be interesting. The red car.
Yes. No, we're doing the 2010 Classics tomorrow.
Are you?
At Suzuka, of all places. So it will be the McLaren, the Red Bull, and the Ferrari going head to head.
I'm doing F2. No! I'm not practiced at all. EU2 are doing F2 round Sochi, by the looks of things.
It's Sochi at the moment. There's still a couple of votes left to come in to confirm it, but I will be confirming that tomorrow. EU1, which I think is going to be the good one this week, they're doing a normal F1 race, but they made the fatal error of voting for a random track, which will be decided by the lead commentator on the day, which is Joel.
Oh, what? Joel, please do a short circuit.
Don't give him ideas.
As long as it's not Japan, sure, because that is just.
Oh, that's yeah. Well, procession is utter chaos. Delandra though, just runs wide.
I'm pretty sure you can be lapped whilst making a pit stop.
Yes, you can at Japan Short. Yeah. Which is why qualifying there is so important, and you want to go long. Okay, then we're into the second third of qualifying. This is where normally we'd start off, sort of at the 18-minute mark.
Hello, welcome.
Hello everybody, we're back again. What's the bet we get an influx of viewers at 10 o'clock when they think we're supposed to start, and we're halfway through a race?
It's 13 weird people have turned up.
Oh no, we like when you're not weird. We like you, honest. Let's have a look then. Who's out on track? Steve, currently on pole then. One of the three drivers to drop down. Driving it's the dams, isn't it? Is that Dan Tictum's dams? It is.
A lot of these guys are on mediums, by the way.
Well, I think it's because they only get. Is it 2 sets of tyres? I think they only get 2 sets of tyres, so a little bit of adapting to do. They'll get an extra set of, I believe, soft tyres come the race. Again, I'm not sure. I did this and didn't check the tyres, which I should have done. Anyway, Steve then currently on pole by 0.8 of a second to Sonny there in P2, and they are on different tyre compounds as well. One thing I have learnt from watching the F2 race is definitely that sometimes the second lap is better. You take an extra lap to warm the tyres through and...
Oh,
Steve!
Oh. Round and round.
He's kept it out of the wall.
See Raceway JJ vigorously warming his tyres up down the Camel's Run.
Him and Dylan in the primers.
Wizard has retired. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was out of Blanchimon, wasn't it? Did he clip the curb?
Probably. Spud is finishing his lap and has done a 56 flat.
Good.
Soft tyre.
Good job, Spud. Let's change the graphic there to fitted. Let's see what everybody's doing. Mazda then out again on the mediums, but he's going very slowly. And I think he's run out of fuel. In the... is that the MP Motorsport of Nobuharu Matsushita?
Yes. I think so.
Yes.
So Steve dropped down. Spud is P4. Sunny Bob is U3 person now. So he's actually making his contest of speed debut.
We'll jump on board when he goes out next. See if he's in Guan Yu Zhou or Calamilots. UNI Virtuosi.
Another is E3, but just fancied it.
Oh, Ross's round.
In EU4, he had a strong end to the season.
He did. One of the favourites, I would think, going into Season 8, if things stay similar.
Joel, everyone's thinking, Joel's up in EU2. What's he doing here? Joel is on the pad, and rumours are that he is slower than Spud. I think those rumours are true, as Joel's 1.5 seconds of the pace.
I would say so as well, especially seeing as Joel has no assists on either. Unless he might have put Racing Line back on for these cars, I'm not sure. Berners has retired in the pits. Yeah.
14 minutes to go,
it's a fair chunk. Rosa then coming to start his lap. Let's ride on board.
So 2:11 to beat, so I was about to say that'd be easy pickings, but Tokyo drifted it for These things are a handful.
They are. Medium traction is probably... Well, medium traction, they will still lose the back end.
I'm feeling great by using no traction.
Oh, you are going to have a great time.
I'm going to have to get used to the format. I keep saying tomorrow. I don't race tomorrow. I don't race on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I do though again now. It's like real old days for me. Anyway, it could be better as if I was back on a Thursday. Whoa, I'm going way back for that.
I don't think there's many people around here that remember when it was on a Thursday. Thomas, Roland, Wizard.
I think we're the only two. Steve, potentially. In fairness to him, he's been around a while. Still holding on. Oh yeah, Wisey boy. Claudio, if he was still with us. Oh.
But what I have seen recently, whilst we're talking about contests of speed, originals or OGs, I have seen a Smarto SVK join the server.
Yes, now that we've pushed it back an hour, one of the...
Thomas will be eating shoes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we need Smarto to pull off the soft medium at Spain. And then Thomas has to eat a shoe.
The fact that he said that commentary.
Well, Rosa goes across, P9, 59.1 even for him.
12 seconds off the time. Whoa, Joel! Hello! Does him. No, he's just about to start his lap. Got too aggressive on the throttle. And he's still on the mediums.
I do like the sound of the F2 cars.
Yes, I'm listening to which one's car now? Just
Peaking up. Can he hit 200? Not quite.
Still a decent effort. 196.
Oh, he's gone. This is what we mean. The back end of these cars does not want to stay the back end of the car. Wants to be the front. It's not like being the arse end of the pantomime horse.
They're struggling in the dry, so you've decided as their first race. No, you've not decided. Decided to use realistic rules to have rain.
Yeah, be fine. Who have we got on laps then? Is Mozza on one? He is, he's pushing.
It's hard to tell without seeing the ERS mode that you're in.
ERS. To be fair, well, we can't see, can we?
Oh, he's 4 seconds up though, so he's on one lap.
Joel's retired, he's lost it.
What an absolute muppet.
What a pillock.
So we can say this because...
Yeah, it's fine.
Mozza is coming across the line.
Very close to cutting the inside there on the bus stop, but goes third.
And Spud, by the way, improved to 50.5.
Good lap from Spud. Steve, though, on a lap at the moment. On the mediums again.
He's trying the mediums again. Top 3 at the moment have qualified on soft time. Everyone else has qualified on the mediums, so I expected with, about 10 minutes ago, everyone to be on the soft time.
Although we're saying that, Joel did 3 laps on those mediums, as has Ethan, so... Maybe, depending on the wear rate, they might be trying to save those soft sets for the race. You never know.
He's crashed on his in-lap. Joel, you are an absolute...
You pillock. You never admit these things, Joel. You say, yeah, I was pushing hard, you know, and just back end stepped, you know. He never said, oh yeah, just crashed on me in lap. Here comes Steve though. Start a lap. Current pole man by 2/10 over Spud, who is out again on his soft tyres. So Spud's going for pole.
Just on board with Delandro, seeing what the split. I'm trying to read what the splits are.
Because we don't have TAS either this week, or for the rest of this game.
No, because of how we're swapping each week.
We don't know who's involved or what indeed they'll be driving, so no TAS. Got to do it the old-fashioned way by telling Matt to check the penalties and go into the. I've forgotten the name of it. Oh, twitchy there from Steve, but he keeps it held well. Down to the corner with no name, which in itself is a...
Six flat, hello.
He's tagged into the fight. Be interesting to see Steve split here.
I haven't mentioned it, so but I was like, we're not really going to be doing incidents because it's
Oh
all.
no! Unless there's ones that are really serious, where someone's like driven into somebody. It's just go for it. Have fun. We'll stream it for everybody to watch.
Try something different. Watch you lot crash in F2 cars.
Yeah.
So EU4, F2, EU3 2010, EU2 is F2, and yeah, as you said earlier, EU1 boring, standard F1 cars.
JRN has joined with some of qualifying left, so we've got 15 cars. We might end up with some finishers.
You only hope, wouldn't you?
Okay, so Steve then, let's ride on board as we go through Eau Rouge and Radion. Let's see if he's pushing on a second lap on these tyres.
Doesn't fancy the soft tyres, evidently.
Steve's going for it again. But he's gone. Too much curb on the inside.
Raceway JJ's up by a second. He has a car in front. Let's see how well he can follow it and use the slipstream. This car will probably need to get out of the way.
It's his teammate, so they could be working well together. The two primers. Dylan already up in P4. Let's see what Raceway JJ can do. Gets the power down well out of the final corner. Puts himself into 6th place.
3 turns in that last sector, so I'm pretty sure that's true for them.
Well done. And there we go, Dylan retiring there. His final act to help his teammate up to 6th. The driver's now starting to drop away. Thinking their best time's done, or maybe they're trying to save some tread on those tyres. Let's go across to Chaos on Millsy's and Guan Yu Zhou's car.
He's out on the soft tyre, only done tons on the mediums. So I'm expecting him to drop below the 2-minute mark.
As in F1 cars, the average lap time difference between soft and the medium tyres is going to be around 6/10. I would expect it to be slightly bigger in these cars because of the reduced downforce levels, so the compound will make a bigger impact. Of course, it's track evolution as well, so...
Also, isn't the compound tyre not a step up, it's like 2 steps up?
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is around here for the F2, but yeah, some tracks they do. Although of course F1s used to do that before it got boring. We'd have the hyper softs, the mediums and the hards. They were the days, weren't they?
Hard, the super hards.
Yeah, that never actually saw a race.
Yes, they did. I'm pretty pretty sure. Were they the blue ones? They were the blue ones, weren't they?
No, they were the regular Haas. The super Haas were orange.
I remember going to the British Grand Prix and seeing Carlos Sainz on the hard time. Thinking, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I don't think we ever saw the super hard tyre actually taken to a track, because I think it was originally meant for Spain and then they resurfaced. So it never actually saw action. Unless I'm wrong. People in the comments, tell me if I'm wrong.
This is where Neil just piped up.
No, Neil's not here.
So you're trying to get away. I like your thinking.
Yeah. So Millsy then with a good steady lap so far. Using the wealth of experience he's got, keeping that car on the tarmac.
Sonny Bob is a 10.5 down.
Millsy 6/10 up, entering sector 3. Should drop him below the 2-minute mark if he can gain another 10th or so.
Sonny Bob does not improve.
Stays P4. Millsy then, final corner. The bus stop chicane goes deep, but makes it work still.
Spud and Steve only just come out on their outlaps. I would think they probably needed 2 outlaps.
Millsy there, got a lot of time off in that final sector. 59.4.
Told you, I knew it. These 2 minutes.
And I believe that's Raceway JJ with an incident. Yep, he's round.
Rosa is on the charge. So much so, he's already nearly a second up through sector 1.
Of course, his best time so far was set on the mediums, and 3 lap old mediums at that, so it could be a good run for him. Sonny Bob behind him, potentially going for another run, is he? Or... Oh, corner with no name, he's gone. And hit the wall, and that's Rosa's qualifying over with.
He's also run off, he's missing some front wing. Shane is the next one through that section.
Got Spud in the HWA.
Mazza is in front of him. And pretty much matched his times.
Actually, is it the HWA was high tech, wasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea, mate, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yes, you useless effort.
Mazza does improve, though. He does a 55.8.
Spud coming around to start. Marina Rat up to 3rd. Raceway JJ into the pits. And oh, we've got a car that's spun there. One of the ARTs. That'll be Marina Rat. So that's him finished. Got to let Spud go.
He's finishing his lap.
Spud, I think, is invalidated somewhere.
Round the last corner. Oh, too eager on the throttle load, and that's probably going to cost him a little bit of time. Still improves by 1.2 seconds, and into the top 10 he goes. And JRM validated.
That's in the pits, I believe, from Shane. Let's have a look at Steve then.
Steve's validated. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. We are done.
Yeah. Was that actually on time? Did we actually not lose out on any? I don't think we did. Ooh, they fixed the issues, I wonder. We'll find out with the lights.
I see what you mean. Yes, yeah, I don't know. Oh, and Spud has just dropped it.
Yeah, Spud was pushing. I think he invalidated out of La Source actually on the exit.
It was quite early on actually. It was in 6-1 something.
Hmm.
So we are going to have 15 runners and riders.
We are. It'll be good. So is there anyone actually still on a lap? Is Mozza... Mozza's out of fuel again. Yeah, and Marina out we saw spinning and Spud's invalidated, so... Okay, then Steve takes pole. Ominous signs. For the championship that is to come.
I would say it's fairly close to top 7. Don't get Delandra on mediums as well, so...
Yeah.
Push pole.
Had he wanted to, yeah, he could have done.
Not bad, lads, not bad.
Not bad at all. Steve on pole then, Spud in second, and Marina Rat in third. Sounds familiar. At least a few of them do.
I mean, second, third and fourth looks very familiar.
Mm.
Coming in with last season.
That's where we'd expect them to be, so... Pulling out not all the stops, but... They've gone and done well. The lads have done well.
To retire in the pit, please.
So, while we're waiting for him then, let's get some predictions in from everybody. I think, obviously, we've got the who's going to win, etc. But I think we want to know, who do you think will retire first, and then how many will we finish with?
I'm going to go with 9.
9 finishers. Oh, we are bold. I think that might be quite high.
Steve gets 4 points for pole, I forgot about that.
Oh yes, points. Of course, points for pole position. That's something else we might be bringing in next season, actually. Points for pole position. That's still to be discussed. So let's get ready then. Spa in the wet in the F2 cars. This is going to be very funny.
Yes.
We're expecting to be doing this for another hour or so. I would imagine it could be over a lot quicker than that. I can see a world where we lose them quite quickly. I'm hoping not. But we could.
I'm thinking of the torrid amount of abuse that you're going to get for doing.
Ah, it's fine. I'm like Teflon.
Sure about that?
Yes, it's fine. Just because I didn't tell them about the weather.
They're going to kill you.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I would hope they'll see it as a challenge and one that they'll rise to.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to type in the qualifying results.
So we've got a formation lap. Well, I wonder what tyres people are on.
Well, they don't have intermediates, do they? Then?
No, full wets and that's it. And it's going to be like a crawl going around here from what I can see. Let's look back from here. How many people do we see spinning?
The problem is, I've just realised, this isn't going to be 45 minutes now.
That'd be fine. It should go dry pretty quickly, to be fair. There are 4 slots and there is...
Oh my word! Just seen Spud slide.
Yeah, it's... if they can keep it on the straight and narrow, they all deserve a medal. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. It's not often I would say that it'll be brilliant to see carnage, but it's going to be brilliant to see carnage. Is that Joel who's just... Yeah, Joel's lost it already. He's down at the back of the pack now. And this is the thing, drivers who aren't using any assists like Joel isn't are going to really struggle here. And if I was Joel, I'd be tempted to put medium traction on if nothing else, just for this, because it's not worth the stress. Top three seem to be coping alright at the moment with getting the cars at least round the circuit. Raceway JJ there dropping back a little bit. Of course, there's no real, as far as I'm aware, there's no real wet weather specialists in here. Spod maybe.
He's always performed very strong amongst his own tier. But this is a little bit of a mixed match of drivers. I say mixed match, it's basically
and Joel.
Yeah, well, he's on the pad, so I'm not thinking. Well, it shouldn't be a struggle, it would just be a bit weird.
Yeah. So apparently, according to some of the guys, we're only going to have rain for the first 5 minutes or so.
Oh, lovely.
Which...
So what's that? 2 laps?
Ish, yeah. So that's that should be good. That should keep people
alive.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Are you gonna have to 2-stop?
I don't think so. No. They should be okay to stop once, depending on when the track actually dries out. They should be good to 1 stop to the mediums, or potentially even the hards if they've got them. I'm not sure about the tyres. Let's get ready then. 5 lights. They're going to go out, but we know the drill by now. We wait for the revs. Steve going full revs. That's bold. And we're off then for the F2 race here at Spa. Steve squirming off the line. Spod takes the lead. Into turn 1. I've got some wing damage there. I saw an end plate fly off. I think that was from... There's another one going there. Oh, big one spinner already. That's Rozo's gone, I think, and Sonny Bob as well. So Spod leads then up through Eau Rouge and Radiant. Steve in second place. Marina Rat holds third. Oh, Steve's gone. Still in the race though, but has damage.
These F2 cars are pretty strong. There's a couple of cars I think, oh, they should have... Oh, I'm just about to see Sonny Bob try and go. Safety car. There is a safety car.
And that's Sneaky Tom that's lost it in a straight line.
Is up to 5th. He's up 7 places.
Maroni Rats managed to... retaking that position. JRN as well up to 7th. Good start from him. And Burness has managed to hit the back of Shane. I love to see it. Safety car, of course, will help those guys who had wing damage early on, and it will also help everybody else not have to push really hard in these difficult conditions, which helps keep all the runners in the race. Gives them a...
by himself.
As has Sneaky Tom as well again. So Spod there doing excellent job on that opening lap, you have to say. Well,
Sneaky down to 12th, Danny.
Well, he's going to end up being... I don't know, has the Wizard got damage that we can see? Let's have a look.
I think anyone behind has got damage.
The Wizard doesn't look like it, actually. So if he managed to keep it out of the wall, he'll regain at least 12th place. Rosa, has he got damage? Because we saw a couple of end plates flying before turn 1, which we'll see a lot of guys stopping actually this time round. believe we saw an MP Motorsport end plate go flying, but both of their cars seem to be okay. There was a Prima end plate. Dylan's got some wing damage, and he's going to pit and fix that. Yep, Charles will.
Point out it's currently EU4 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And 5.
Make it, and 6.
Let's watch the Prima pit crew go to work then. Of course, only allowed 5 mechanics to work on the car at any one time. Much slower pit stops, but no less impressive actually.
The dams are double stacking as well, so that's going to be more painful than usual.
Yeah, but, Tom was a fair bit behind. He's missed his marks as well. Wing change there. 4 fresh tyres going on.
It's interesting to watch the bloke in the front put the wing on and then walk all the way around the back to then lift the rear jack.
Yeah. It is actually, isn't it? Be interesting to see one of the a pit stop with one of the cars that doesn't have damage when we get round to that, and just see what the procedure really is. I'm not entirely sure I know what it is.
Opens our eyes up to something.
I also like that the F2 guys have got the nuts already fastened to the wheels as well, and the wheel gun's already attached. They just pick the whole thing up and put it on. And they've got the old-fashioned jacks as well. None of these swivelling ones where you pull a lever to release it. It's just got proper old-fashioned single-axis jobbies.
So we'll be having another lap under this safety car.
Yes, well everybody tries to catch up, which could take a while. Who's that on the COS account? Is that Roland? I see on the COS.
I'm going to say 100% it's Roland. Oh look, people are joining that 10 to 10. The influx.
Yes! Welcome everybody.
You've not really missed much.
No.
Chaos.
Yeah, you've missed qualifying and opening lap chaos here. Yes, it is Roland.
I'm pretty sure Sneaky Tom has just hit something, or someone's just hit something.
Let's have a look there. Sneaky Tom.
Steve.
It's Steve. Oh yeah, more wing damage.
Because I've just seen Tom just absolutely hit it. Going through Blanchard. Or is it by Rivage? I don't know, Cookie, you got me. Still one of my favourite bits of commentary that I've ever had to listen to.
Yeah, mistake. Not only is it a different track, it's a different country. Great to see.
It's great matter.
Titchy's back from his 5-a-side. Excellent. Titch, you're the next best thing to the elder Riley. Did the super hard tyres ever see a race? I don't think they did. From what I remember, they were designed for Spain and then never actually went out because they resurfaced, so they went a step softer.
There we go.
There we go.
The fountain of knowledge. Riding outside.
So Spod leads the way then in the HWA. Giuliano Alesi's. Funnily enough.
Yes, I'm going to have a quick look to see what people were in cars.
Marina Rat is in. He's in Christian Lungard's ART. Raceway JJ, I believe, is in Mick Schumacher's Prima. Chaos then. Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou. Shane is in Marcus Armstrong. What's ART? Roy Nassani's. I can't remember the name of the team. Trident. For Bernas. Then the two MP cars. Mazda in Matsushita's. Rosa in Felipe Drugovic's car.
Safety car
is coming in.
Let's see Bray to put on the put the throttle down. Spud hasn't gone yet. Wizard's dropped it.
I think there was a collision there. I think he was weaving to warm the tyres and then someone clipped the back end.
Spud has gone. Ladies and gents.
Left it very late, but has managed to hold the lead into turn 1. Marina behind him. Fastest lap for Sneaky Tom with a 25.8. 2:25.8 that is. Let's go then as we start lap 4. Let's watch backwards from Spod.
Oh wow, completely off the throttle there. Interesting fact is it's not raining anymore.
So 4 laps in and the rain stopped. How long before the dry line appears and these guys will all be coming into the pits? That's the question. Sneaky Tom lost it coming out of Kemmel. That's it's not a Rouge, it's not Radion actually. It is in fact Kemmel.
And Bernas and Mazda going side by side. This is a little bit tasty. A bit chaos in front.
Bernas down the inside using Mazda as a bit of a break there, but nothing unfair. And Mazda's going to try and get him back into the corner with no name. That's very bold.
Oh, Shane's run wide. That thing nearly hit the wall on the outside of no name.
Of course, track is still wet.
Well, Joel's past Rosa and Delange's there as well.
Oh, Mazda, much better drive out of Poo on the inside now. Gets the nose cut off by Bernas, but Bernas comes off worst.
Yeah. Oh! 3 in front's just avoided. Sonny Bob's got past. About to get past Jarry around the outside. No, not quite close enough.
I'm riding on board with Rosa there, watching the 2 in front, Joel and Dylan, those EU3 competitors last season. Oh. Dylan loses it there on the throttle. Not quite enough though from Rosa's MP car. Has to ease off through Blanchimont. Still runs a little bit wide. Mazda's got ahead of Millsies though. Still very much wet tyre conditions.
Yes. Bernas is in.
Yep. Is he gonna... Oh, Dylan down the inside of Joel. Can he make that stick? No. Joel's gonna switch back underneath him. He might lose out to Rosa here as well if he's not careful. But no, he didn't have the best of exits, so no joy.
A 5-car battle for P7. It's brilliant. Nice traffic circuit.
JRN. Yeah, JRN's managed to get ahead of Rosa through Radion.
Sonny Bob is looking to do the same.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to get a bit messy.
Rosa has to go deep.
Well.
Had to get on the wet part of the curb. We'll have to make the ground up.
I think that's going to be very doable because of these.
Yeah, they're all going to be fighting, aren't they? Meanwhile, up front, Spud has pieced out. Although Marino.
What's happened to Shane? Shane's just let Mazda through. What's going on there?
I don't know. It's
Andrew and Joel. And they're side by side. Just before Blanchimont. No, not Blanchimont.
No! Dylan's round, there's an end plate gone there. I don't know if Joel clipped the back end there of him.
Can't tell.
I'm not sure.
Sonny Bob, meanwhile, is looking feisty.
On the back of JRN. Gets the undercut there.
Oh,
nice little switch back underneath.
Well, they've got a great drive off that corner as well.
Oh!
I think that's Rosa's hit the back of him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Two guys on dry tyres, by the way. Burness and Sneaky Tom at the back of the pack. Let's see, did the race leader pit? No, he does not. Spud carrying on.
Boy. P3. I just got past Raceway J. Oh, don't do it! Oh, I thought for a second they were going to go side by side for over Radion.
And that's Sneaky Tom. Dry tyres not.
Well, he was close to the back of Burnhouse in front.
Yeah, dry tyres are not quite working for him yet.
Dry tyres are going on as well, by the way. That's down.
That's yeah, that's the Wizard. Rosa, Steve as well, I would imagine. Oh no! Moz has gone! Coming out of the Dunlop chicane, he's lost it.
Yeah, I think the wets. I'm not. Oh. Sonny Bob just cut in front. I think the wets is just not. Oh, Wizard's round.
This is what I mean. I don't think we're at a very tricky point of sort of being in between tyres.
Safety car.
I think the dry line is there. Sneaky Tom's the first man we lose.
I mean, we've done considerably well up to that point. Steve's no,
he's lost it. That's Radion. That's another man who's just put dry tyres on. I don't think we're there yet.
Oh, Burnhouse tries to go around the outside of Rosa through the con.
Just
Rosa's got front wing damage by the looks. Oh, he's definitely got front wing damage now.
So he's just stopped to repair it as well, so that's not going to go down well.
Watching what he was doing, he was on the grass, so. Sonny Bob past Joel, and that's because Joel's in the pits, and so is Muzzer.
Joel, I think that is a scheduled stop. Let's have a look. Make sure there's no damage there for him. Yep, scheduled stop for Joel. He's going for the early one. I would imagine that might be to try and help out Spud. And you'll give him a heads up as to what the tyre conditions are like.
What was that I've just seen? That was a horrendous line for Delandro, just straight line.
Shane,
And they've come together, Jara, and shut the door on Delandro. Rosa's retired. That's on track.
Yeah, and we could have we've got another VSC. Burnus and Wizard are, but I don't think it'll help them. Shane was all over the back of JJ before that VSC came out. And the Wizard's retired at the bus stop chicane as well. That's on track, and I would be willing to bet everything I own. Yeah, that is in the pit entry. Yeah.
He's done a tracer.
You hear that, Andreas? You're not alone anymore.
You'd love to see it.
That might extend the VSC a little bit longer. Spod, like we said, has pieced out at the front of the pack. Marina Rat, though, there we go. Close that back up there through. Oh, Sonny Bob drive-through penalty. It's not going to go down well. So Spod then, does he come into the pits this time? No, he's carrying on again. Wet tyre's working well, so why change it? He's got Marina Rat for company right behind him. The drier this track gets, the faster he seems to be looking. As we see the two Virtuosi cars competing there, as Sonny pits for his drive-through and JRN pits for what I would imagine is going to be a normal pit stop.
It hasn't done good, right?
What were you thinking, it was going to bring Sonny in for a stop?
In for his pit stop and then he'll have to do his drive-through, yeah.
JRN's gone back out on a fresh set of wets.
Shane is going for it.
Down the inside at the Dunlop chicane. Very nice move there.
JRN's come out on wets.
Hey, Ethan, hey.
I'm not ready for no assist, yeah, I don't think.
No, he's not, bless. Although, to be fair, this is a baptism of fire with no assists. How's Joel doing relative to the guys round him? In terms
JRN's
of
not lost any ground yet.
No,
he's on wets.
That's the thing, it's not quite still.
I would say it's about level.
Shane has dropped JJ, so the battle now is for the lead. As we see Bernas losing it at the top of the hill. DRS enabled.
So it was close, and that will probably make up Spud's mind. Oh,
yep. Spud is in, as is Marina, and I think we'll see Shane and JJ follow them in as well.
Yep, Chaos and Delan keep it on the track.
Come on, give us that tracking camera up above.
Yeah, JRN's lost some time. I think he's got a bit of damage.
Muzzer as well, I think, has just lost it somewhere. Oh, Marina getting a front wing change.
Yes, he did have some front wing damage. That's why he probably wasn't able to pass, but did very well.
Oh, and that's going to compromise Shane's race as well, as they're choosing to stack. So Raceway JJ will get back ahead of Shane, who was battling with him. Spud, meanwhile, has well and truly pieced out at the front of the field. Got himself a nice 11-second lead now.
Joel is up to 4th.
Pitting that lap earlier has done him no harm at all. Shane's the big loser, though, out of those stops, with Marina Rat going for the wing change. Let's see if he can hunt down those ahead of him. Starting off with Millsies.
I mean, I've just seen Shane's line through Radion. That's what's the word I'm looking for?
Interesting.
Atrocious.
Oh, no, a bad one then.
It was well off the track, and I'm going to stay off the track and then rejoin the track. But he's under the cosh. He's all over the place trying to warm the tyres up. Perfect opportunity for Muzzer to take advantage.
To go on the attack.
Oh,
that was close. I was clinching in the booth, never mind in the cockpit. Grief! Oh! Oh! See, we've missed out here, haven't we? Not doing this for a while. Burness again at the top of the hill. Really, we're not even halfway through yet.
I know.
And we've only lost 4 runners. That's, I'll be honest, that's better than I thought. Well done, everybody. Well done for keeping yourselves in the race.
It's never going to be easy.
No.
Shall we look up the penalties? Thank you for Cody for doing it. There is... Oh, Delandre's off, by the way. That is... Trying to work out what turn it is.
That's just before the Sector 3 split, so... Or Sector 2 split, rather, so... Just before... Stavilo? Yeah.
Joel has gone faster than that. Mother, however, says no, I shall steal it, and he stole it. Quite some distance.
We're going to stay with Dylan here, although there is a very interesting battle for P4 potentially emerging.
Wow. Muzza has just got 1.4 seconds quicker than what Joel has just done.
Oh, hang on. We've got to move for P4. Millsy's overtaking Joel for 4th place. Is he going to pull it? Yeah! He's pulled it off.
Oh, he's going to get it stopped though.
He's done it.
He has got it stopped.
Can Joel take it back? He's trying it. He's trying it, but Millsy says no. Come on, get him on the brakes.
Oh, he's as well.
Yes! Down the inside he goes. Still side by side into No Name now.
Let's go around the outside.
He has. He's kept it around the outside. Great move from Millsy. It's taken him 4 corners to make it, but he's done it.
You'd love to see it.
You do. That was DRS assisted, that move. There was 8/10 in that, and he managed to pull it off. Bernas has retired in the pit lane.
Oh, Joel's just got a massive tank.
Yeah. Managed to hold it though. He's still in the hunt.
There's 10 runners and riders left. We've still got over half a way to go. I think this is going to be best.
But it's all dry. Oh, hang on, we've lost somebody else. Is that Shane we've lost? Yep, Shane's gone. But he's no damage though. He's still going. Dylan 2/10 now behind JRN.
Spartans. Fast as that 2 minute 9.4.
Marina Rat.
Marina Rat's just taken 2 seconds out.
He's absolutely flying at this point. Dylan's stuck behind JRN though. Let's watch it, Dylan though, side by side with JRN down through Blanchimont now.
Oh wow, this is going to end in tears.
Dylan has to back out of it. Is he going to try something on the brakes here? He's gone for it. Oh, he's got him on the brakes. Great move from the primer man.
Shane's done. Retires and pitch. No points for you, Shane.
Oh, Shane. No, you were still in it.
Spanner's gone a second quicker, but...
well, it might
Joel's
be.
going to go around the outside. He's not going to make it. Mills has completely lost the braking point. Joel's done enough to throw him off. This is taking a second and a half out of these two because they're fighting.
JRN, let's see, can he get Dylan back with DRS assistance? He's not going to tuck in behind, he's going to go for pure straight line speed, and that's not going to help him.
I don't care, I'm watching that from people.
Go,
Rosie, go!
See how Muzza's doing, you can see the two ahead of him.
Muzza's got some tremendous pace. At this stage, though.
That vape bringing him some power. It's like Samson, but with a vape pen.
I don't think he's going to thank you for that.
That's fine, if you're going down the Camel Straight, you'll just hear him go.
Spawn has responded with a 205.6.
Let's see though, Marina Rat improves 204.7. 9/10 faster.
Raceway JJ says that as well. I'm pretty sure they've just done exactly 1/100th of a second. Raceway JJ just stole. Oh no, Joel's just stole it. He's just improved his lap faster by 2 seconds.
Not stopped Mozza though from getting into DRS range.
Sonny Bob stole it as well.
Oh, Millsy very deep there. Mozza's going to have DRS at the top of the hill.
It's a qualifying session going on there. Oh, Delandra is in the low 204 as well.
Let's see how powerful the DRS is in these F2 cars. Very is the answer. Look at that. Straight through. It's the Mank versus... Oh! Millsy tries to turn in there.
No for F on that one, but it's not enough.
Okay, the leaders now are approaching the halfway point. In fact, they have just crossed the halfway point. 5.7 seconds, the gap between first and second place.
They haven't reached the hot one.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have. Halfway around the 12th lap.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
What's half of 25? I'm not that bad at maths.
Oh, I don't know.
Alright, yeah, alright, it might be, but yeah, I'm not that bad. Even I can work that out.
I'm just watching the fastest lap race that we've got going on. It's great.
I'd imagine Spot's going to take another one. Yeah,
Yep.
2029.
Oh,
And
209.
here comes Marina Rat to take it off him. With
These guys they are 2 seconds of that quicker every time they go through.
2026 then for Marina Rat.
Raceway JJ's done a 203.1, so he improved by a second. Wait for Joel to. Joel's just done a 202.3. Muzza's 202 flat. Millsy's just taken 2 seconds off his own time as well.
Gap to the leaders is holding at the moment. 5.7 between them. And the two Virtuosi cars could be in for a battle before too long.
Delandra is the first one in the 201s.
And it's a significant step in there as well. 201.2.
8 tenths.
Tom, it'll be a case of tyres warming through and getting themselves in the window. The track's still drying out. They're burning fuel.
A few of these guys had to double stack
Yeah.
to go on the drives.
Yeah, and then there's... I mean, they are still getting used to the cars as well. That'll probably be a factor for why there's such big gaps between them and in the lap times as well.
I know for a fact someone like Kalis asked what cars are we using tonight 10 minutes before we started. Pretty much summed up.
Yeah.
We had wet to dry, the rain caused a little bit of chaos.
To be fair, we've lost more drivers in the dry conditions than we did in the
It
wet.
was that dry to. It was when it stopped raining to when it was onto the slicks. That was that period, which is what 3 or 4 laps. We lost a
Yeah.
few.
Sonny Bob's just lost an end plate in the back of his teammate. Because one of the big things as well is that F2 cars don't have tyre blankets.
No.
They are a banned entity in F2, so tyres come out at room temperature.
Oh, that's a big step. Joel was the first man into the under 2 minute category.
Is that 59.8?
Yeah, 59.9.
Joel, here we go. Sonny Bob going for it. No, not quite.
Good that for Millsy, 203.4. That gap is getting closer.
59.3 for Dylan there in P8.
The man on the move, I feel. Don't be surprised that he picks up.
Oh, Marina Rat's gone! Second place is gone!
What's that?
Top of the hill, he's done a massa.
He's dropped it there. Quite spectacularly, by the looks of things.
Yeah. Yeah, wheels gone off that car.
Sonny Bob did get past Chaos. That was a
DRS assisted, I'd imagine.
Yes, that was a matter of time on that one.
Right
Down
then.
to 8.
And Spud with a 14-second lead then. Made the most of the wet conditions. Marina Rat was catching him, but...
Make that 20 seconds, by the way.
Oh yeah, with penalties added, yeah. Very good drive from Spud so far. Of course, he's still got 11 laps to go when he crosses the line this time.
He likes Belgium, doesn't he? He's had a few good results at Belgium. Not in only special events, but also
league races as well.
Pretty sure someone's going to go quicker this time around.
Fingers crossed. It's going to be either Joel, Mozzo or Dylan, I would imagine.
It's going to be Joel. I don't think Joel's quite close enough now.
Mozzo? Not. Yeah, Mozzo, there we go. 59 flat. And then the next one is going to be...
Just got that horribly wrong.
Dylan's going to be the next one. What do we reckon? First man in the 58s?
I would suggest so. Quite 59.1. Actually, didn't. Mazda was the quickest on that one.
He's still the quickest overall. The sole remaining MP Motorsport car. And Raceway JJ is starting to catch up with Spud.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be enough.
I think Spud will be in cruise mode at the moment.
He should be, shouldn't he? I mean, he's got 3 seconds to play with for penalties and then the 13-second gap.
Who's someone's?
Mozzo.
Someone's? Yeah, damage? I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it.
God's made away with it. Lucky boy. Oh, Sunny Bob has some front wing.
Yeah, he hit the back of Millsies when he was fighting with him earlier.
Yes, sorry, I just remembered you saying that. I have done it.
No, you've not, because you remembered that I said it. Jordan would have just said, what? I didn't see it.
Joel is going quicker.
Yeah, for everybody on stream, we might see that bit of wing. No, not quite.
The Landry is closing in on him. He's half a second quicker this summer round already, and he's going to get a nice little bit of toe.
Well, he's just pulled up another half second there on the final run down to the bus stops, so he's going to have DRS on the main straight, and I would imagine that he'll make the move down the Camel at the top of the hill, or maybe earlier, because
the chop.
And just to rub salt in the wounds, he goes faster and has DRS to help him as well.
Yeah, Moosey struggled with braking for bus stop. That's the third or fourth time, I think, in consecutive laps. Difficult to slow these things down.
Especially for that final corner.
You are absolutely spot on. You love to see it.
Yep.
Penalty bingo, everybody. Congratulations.
The gap between our two leading cars has stabilised. Spud then leading the way.
I think that most of these guys, it's a matter of keeping the thing on the island.
Still plenty of time to go. Looking at the penalties though, Joel will probably want to try and get within 3 seconds of JJ to try and take that position. Dylan is safe where he is at the moment, given his penalties, but I doubt he's going to get himself any higher. And let's ride on board with our race leader then for a lap. Let's just listen to this engine. Let's listen to the great man at work.
Hello, there's some people in the pits.
Yeah, Mozza and Sonny in the pits, both of them with wing damage from what I remember. And both going for the soft tyres. Now this could be very interesting.
The Landry went quicker again than that last one.
I'm going to be very interested to see what sort of lap times Mozza and Sonny put in now. Soft tyres on board and damage repaired.
Yes, and the man I think would be doing something very similar in a minute. He's either going to do it now or he's going to hang things out to the end. It's Joel. Joel, don't forget, pitted earlier than everyone else in the race when it was still damp conditions. It's 2 laps.
We might see Spod come in here actually. His pit window is open. But Spodding. Spod may come in. His pit window was open. Joel's is as well, so we'll see.
They are for all these guys. Joel stays out. Wow, I've just seen what's he going through. That was close. The outside of cheap. Outside turn 15.
And Mozza's closed up by nearly 2 seconds already. He's only been going half a lap on these tyres. I think we may see some of the front runners forced to stop in order to avoid some potentially embarrassing moves late on, particularly if the tyre wear is not great. Mozza's just set the fastest second and third sectors. Do you want to have a look and see what the difference is there between them and Dylan?
He was 9/10 quicker.
Yeah, and if that's per sector, then that's 3 seconds a lap quicker.
Sorry, he was 9/10 quicker over sector 2 and sector 3.
Oh, okay. So
mostly through sector 2, he made nearly 3/4 of a second. So obviously, where there's more tight and twisty sections.
So extrapolate that out. You'd probably say about 1.5 seconds a lap quicker, which matches up at the moment.
We'll find out when he posts this lap time. I'm pretty sure he's going to be smashing his personal best.
JRN on the back of Millsies as well.
He's just got to be patient here, JRN. Oh, Muzza's gone. Muzza's gone. Muzza is out. Turn 14 just before he's got on the curb. Safety car, Danny!
Safety car is out. And the leaders have just passed the pit entry, so, well, quite a way past, yeah. So JRN and Millsies are going to have an advantage here.
Onto the soft tyres you go, chaps. Now.
I remember Smarto doing that in season 2, I believe, where Mozza's just done that, because Giovinazzi did it last year.
Whilst also hitting George. Sorry, he didn't hit George, but
he hit you.
Tyre. I still don't understand how the tyre came off the car, because they're not really supposed to do that.
No. Then there were 7. And Spod's going to have to do all that work all over again.
Spud being caught by the safety No.
No.
That's the only thing that has saved him.
And I think
Gets away with it.
I think JRN. No, JRN's not going to be caught by it. It's waiting for the leaders.
Yeah, so that's helped those guys out that appeared. It's also helped the leaders out catches. So this is a Hamilton at Imola scenario where being technically behind the safety car.
Yes.
And come out probably in the lead if the other 2 or 3 follow. I'm expecting Joel's coming anyway because those tyres.
Yeah, I can't see a reason why JJ would stay out either.
The problem is with Joel is depends how quick they are, because he may get double stacked, which should be okay, but he shouldn't.
Well, let's jump to him and see. I think he'll just make this. Yeah, just. Joel's away.
I don't know.
I think the primers of JJ and Dylan might be worse off here for stacking. Although it's a very long pit lane, so we'll have to wait and see. There come the mechanics wandering out now. So I think he might just make it as well. Yeah.
Will be interested to see. I think they're fair enough. Yeah, luckily he's fair enough down the pit lane because Sonny Bob's coming through the last corner. Not quite enough. Jarring goes. On. He's probably going to go on as well.
Yeah, he should do.
It should be it should be Thomas and Lewis, but I don't think Thomas is here, so it could be someone and Lewis.
I think it's JRN actually, and Lewis tomorrow. It would normally be Thomas. So shall we tell them about the new lineups? At least the.
You know it more than what I
Okay,
do.
so Monday nights you've got us two, you lucky people. Tuesday nights will be Thomas and Lewis, commentating on EU3 still. Then Wednesdays are going to be JRN and one other. We don't know who that other one is yet. If you fancy it, drop us a message. We're always looking for people who can help us. And then on a Thursday for EU1 it's going to be Joel and Blades.
God, dynamic duo.
Yeah. Joel will be streaming that as well, so that should be good fun. AM tiers, I don't know about those yet. I would imagine they're going to stay the same.
AM2 is Kitten and one other. Because Bodhard is in AM2.
Has he dropped back down again?
Yeah, from what I heard, because Kitten was trying to recruit some European folk to commentate to
help. Now you see, normally I would be up for that, but responsibility beckons nowadays.
So we all said no. Sorry, Kit. Much love, but
yeah.
Appreciate bellowing out.
That's going to be what it will look like for the foreseeable future, Hilly, but I'm not sure. It might change again depending on who's available when the game comes out, once all the pandemic restrictions are lifted, etc.
What's going to change between now and in about 11 or 12 weeks time?
Yeah. But for the time being, that's what it will be like. So we're going to end up having like a 5-lap sprint here, aren't we? Because the safety car's going to come in this lap, so we'll have laps 22, 23, 24 and 25. 4-lap sprint to the finish.
Funny if there was some incidents and Chaos picked up the pieces and got podium.
Or, dare we say it, the win.
No, whoa, maybe sounds.
Ooh. You never know, stranger things have happened. Trying to think back, who won the first race that we did here? All the way back when we did it for EU3 Season 2.
Varamir?
No, it wasn't. No, it was Robin.
I can have a look, actually.
It was Robin in the Renault, I think. Or as everyone else will probably know him, real life.
Can I quickly have a look at that? I've still got time. Yeah, I've still got time.
Yeah, plenty of time yet. It's coming through.
Season 2. What's your one?
EU3.
It was. No, it's Ross.
It was Ross.
You had E3 Season 2, you had a podium of Ross, Perry and Varamir.
Interesting. Safety car is in this lap. Spud gets ready to lead the field away. I'll do that thing I always do where I look backwards. Putting every joule of energy possible into those tyres. Needs to be careful on the throttle coming out of here. Don't want to lose it. And away he goes. Four laps to go then here at Spa-Francorchamps. And the sun has come out.
Oh, Joel's got out of shape. Oh, the lad was gone. I don't know if that was contact or he just dropped it on the curb, but Joel got out of shape.
And Dylan's gone. There's wing damage there as well. Joel into third, of course, now with everything as it was. KV and Tichy, I don't know about those guys. Hopefully we can find something for them. KV I know is focusing on his iRacing, but work is difficult for him to fit 9 o'clock commentaries around.
Tichy's football training.
Yeah. Tichy might be doing a couple of events throughout the year, throughout the season, I'm not sure. Let's say there's plenty that could change yet. Joel then in third place, hunting down Raceway JJ to give his teammate a hand. Let's see what if you can pull it.
4 to go. No, I can't.
3.
Count. 3 to go.
And you are questioning my maths,
Well, just making sure you're still with us.
Wow. JJ though right up underneath the rear wing of Spud's HWA. Of course, just like F1, we've got to go for another lap yet before DRS is activated.
Raceway JJ though with the fastest lap. Oh, Sonny Bob gets a bit squirrely on the exit.
And Dylan into the pits, and I think we could lose driver number 8.
Specialty speeds. Yeah, it was.
Driver number 9 even.
Down to 6. Oh, Spud is under the coach.
Yes, here comes JJ round the outside. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Then becomes the inside and the outside again. Spud holds on.
Spud got out of shape and gave him a nice little tap just to let him know he was still there.
Some legendary names being banded around on JJ's car. He's in Mick Schumacher's primer, wearing Ayrton Senna's helmet. fair whack of names. Of course, Joel's still in the mix here as well to help his teammate out. And now, with Spud keeping that position, it's put JJ on the back foot.
Two EU4 boys, can I just point out, leading the way. This is why doing events like this is a great equaliser.
It is, especially in cars like this as well, that people have very little practice in. Joel, great run out of Stavolo. JJ tries to defend, side by side they go now, down towards Blanchimont. Round the outside he goes. JJ has to cut across to keep himself on the straight and narrow as we break for the bus stop. DRS will be enabled as they cross the line.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing for JJ actually, because he will get...
He should get Joel back at the top of Radion.
It's a good exit out of turn 1, he gets it. Spud's dropped it somewhere, look at that.
Yeah, Joel now right up behind him. The two HWAs might have to work together here. Joel will get DRS off his teammate. This might be a case of let me through and I'll let you back later.
Yeah, but that was really weird from Spud if that was a strategic plan, because he's going to lose out on...
No! JJ tried it! They're all gone! They've all gone! JJ tried to go for the impossible move and now Joel's gone for real. He's round and he's hit the wall. And he's out.
Oh, boys.
Spud's still got the wing. That's fine. Sonny Bob though challenging JJ for the lead.
JJ got nothing.
He's got very damaged wing. So this could come down to penalties again, and at the moment it's going to be Sonny Bob from Spud. That was reckless from JJ though there. There was no space to make that move. He went up into a cul-de-sac and tried to beat his way out. And the two HWA cars worked well to box him in.
Spud and Sonny Bob need to be careful of race by JJ, because he's not going to... Spud's got great drive.
Yeah, and he's up round the outside of Sonny Bob, and he just needs to be careful. They all need to be careful. JJ goes deep. He's going to have to try and hang this out. He's not going to be able to stop and make it through.
Oh my word. And on to the final lap we go.
Keeping themselves out of harm's way by the barest of margins.
They've got one chance effectively.
Yep, at the top of the hill. We'll stay with Sonny. We'll watch the move out and unfold ahead of us.
Sonny's got a great run.
Yeah, Spud I think got a bit of a tank slapper there.
Oh, could we be 3 wide again for the second? We could be.
Oh, Sonny bottles out of it. He backs out, but now he's going to see the lack of downforce on JJ's car. Not going to be enough. Spud takes the lead though. JJ clinging on to second. Can Sonny make the move? Through Brussels now.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's on the inside of Brussels now, on the outside of No Name Corner, and JJ's round. There's a tag of wheels. JRN into third.
What do we say about JRN and Chaos? If they just stay out the way, they'll pick up the scraps.
We're down to 5 runners though at the end of this race. It's no more than we imagined though, if we're brutally honest, but Spud's leading the way then from Sonny, JRN, Raceway and Chaos.
And Spud probably deserves this.
He has led from the start, got a great launch to get himself ahead of Steve, who qualified on pole. He's led all the way except for those two, well, that half a lap there, after he got taken out in that collision with JJ and Joel. So it's Spud then who takes the checkered flag to win in Spa in what was a very exciting race, actually.
Yeah. Thank you, the safety car.
Yeah, safety car made it interesting, as seems to be most often the case. We started with 15, we ended with 5. And it's Spud who takes the victory. Sonny in second place on his COS debut. So, very, very good performance there. Could have had first in another world, in another day. Raceway JJ clings on to hold third place. Could have been much more for him if he'd been a little bit more patient. But this isn't a championship. This is a one-off race. That's what we want to see. We want to see the excitement, the drama. It's not all about the tactics and the championship plays. The damage limitations is about going for the win. And we saw several drivers try that towards the end of that race. So Spud then takes the win with Sonny second and Raceway third, as we said. JRN in fourth, Chaos in fifth place. Joel is classified, albeit 2 laps down. And then your DNFs, Joel DNF'd, but he's still classified. Then Dylan, Muzza, Marina Rat, Shane, Bernas, Wizard, Rosa, Steve, and Sneaky Tom. Ooh, indeed. No interviews tonight. There's no real need to, I don't think, unless people particularly want them. But let us know what you think. You can get in touch with us on social media, Instagram or Twitter, or you can join our Discord server if you haven't already. Let us know what you thought of the new times, the new formats, if you like. Let me fetch the car that Spud was using. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you change anything. This short period between games is where we're going to be testing out a lot of new stuff, so if you think anything might be worth a look, let us know, and we'll see what we can do. Like I said, make sure you follow us on all the social medias. Hit follow on Twitch as well. Subscribe if you're feeling generous. Head over to our web store if you think you want to find something lovely. Last time I was streaming, I said there'd be new lines coming soon. That is still happening. It's just taken a little while to get those designs finalised, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Matt and I will be back next week. We don't know what for. We're going to let the drivers vote. We'll let the drivers
decide. It's great.
Yeah. So we'll see you all then at 9 PM. Remember, UK time. That's 10 PM Central European time. If you want to tune EU3 tomorrow with what would have been Thomas and Lewis, but is with Lewis and one other. That's it again at 9 PM UK. Make sure you tune in and enjoy it. Thank you all again for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night.